live. What's happening, y'all? This is Wild Wild Westworld. I am your host, Sir Cussalott Travis Pointer, and I am joined, as always, by my co-host, Mara the Shark Watkins.
Hello.
And Jonny Jums Grutzius.
What's going on?
A lot's going on, John. We just finished watching the Westworld finale. This motherfucking show, y'all.
It's over.
Is it?
Forever.
Is it?
No, not forever.
Is it really over?
Yeah, that was
If it was over forever on that kind of ending, I'd be even more stressed than I am now.
that'd be bogus as hell.
Well, before we get into why you're stressed, there's actually some Westworld news that came out earlier this week.
Of course.
It's about the Westworld mobile game, actually. I don't know if either one of you tried it out.
I haven't
I
tried
did.
it out. I saw like an advertisement for it.
Yeah, I haven't tried it out myself either, but seems like I actually may have tried it out before. Let me tell you why.
I have one
Bethesda,
for the Game of Thrones. I'm joking.
Bethesda, another developer publisher out there, is suing Warner Brothers because of this game. Basically what they're saying is they ripped off a game of theirs called Fallout Shelter because the company that they worked with to create Fallout Shelter also worked with Westworld, and they're basically saying you just reskinned our game that we're supposed to have all the rights to, including all the code. So yeah, we're suing you because you copied our shit with our shit, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can like copy, like, you know, this game does this and does this, but you can't outright steal somebody's code, you know.
Yeah, no, I get it.
So that's what they're claiming is going on here. So we'll see what happens with it. But right now there is a lawsuit pending. I don't know if you know who Bethesda is, but they make Wolfenstein, they make Doom.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Fallout, Elder Scrolls. Yeah. Nice pedigree of a developer / publisher. So.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm. So that's what's going on outside of the actual show. But let's talk about the show now. Because, Mara, you said you were stressed.
The ending had me stressed.
Why did the ending have you stressed, Mara?
Because, last week when I thought there was a chance William might be a host, and then I was like, and then this episode, I was like, okay, he's not a host. And then if you watch all the way at the end after the credits, now I'm just like, is he a fucking host?
That's a good fucking question. Because, we've all been watching Marvel movies for some time, so we're not new to the post-credit scene.
Right.
But I was not expecting a post-credit scene on an HBO television show.
Show like this, I would. And because I've been watching every week through the credits to see what happened next, I figured there had to be some kind of preview as to, an indication that there most likely would be another season.
I mean, we already knew there was going to be another season, but my thing was, I don't know, I didn't expect a post-credit scene. That's all I'm saying. I was happy to get it.
You're telling me there was a post-credit scene?
John, you didn't watch all the way past the credits?
No, it ended and I just turned it off.
Yes, he did. Don't listen to John. He saw it.
No, I didn't. I didn't.
No. See, here's the thing,
Fire
Mar.
him.
I refuse to believe that John was so stupid as to not watch through the credits and not see what happened after the credits. There's no way that John was dumb enough to do that.
Dude,
So John, confirm with me right now that you were not dumb enough to turn it off as soon as the credits started.
Fire him.
Because of all the people who should know better.
Dude, I just didn't do it. Oh, I can watch it right now. Let's check this out.
No, don't watch it right now. Because fuck you, we're doing a show. What
All
the
right.
fuck is
Look at
wrong
this
with you,
side
dude?
eye.
Do your show.
Whatever.
I'll
Start
be
watching.
here.
I'll talk tomorrow because clearly you ain't shit. So
Fine.
anyway, Mara. Yeah, I don't know if he's a host or not, or if that was like later on because that room looks way different than it did before. Like it had been
Because
like it had been quite some time. So I don't know.
But it also reminded me of when William was going to see Delos and all that stuff. So now I'm just kind of like,
Yeah.
it's the same thing. 'Cause remember last week we said, what if William's a host and they just perfected it?
No, we didn't say that. You said that.
Well, you the one who said perfected it first.
Did I?
Yeah,
I don't remember saying that.
it's fine.
I refuse to believe I said it because I don't remember it. If I don't remember it, it didn't happen.
That's nasty, Luna.
What, she fart?
No, she just dropped a whole pool of spit on my computer.
Yeah, it is kind of gross. And it's
Baby's
not even
gotta
like little baby spit. It's toddler spit, so that spit actually has other shit in it.
Yeah, like that was just a whole pool of spit.
Yeah. So anyway, John,
Yeah.
are you watching it?
Yeah, I just got the subtitles on so you wouldn't hear it.
God, I mean,
That's so generous
we
of you.
can't hear your computer audio. That's why you have headphones on.
Oh, you would hear it if I turned it up.
No, I
So
wouldn't.
how do you always hear mine?
I don't know.
I don't know what the fuck was going on with yours. Because normally I don't, but I did today. Anyway, let's talk about the
Can you
episode.
stop?
Because, it was a doozy. So it kicked off. Dolores was talking to Bernard again, doing her little tests and shit from the beginning. Which, I don't know what the fuck they did. Turned out like maybe it wasn't all from... Did we just lose Mara?
Looks like it.
Yeah, it looks like we lost Mara. Well, goddamn. What the fuck did you do, Mara? You through with that scene yet, John?
I just paused it to look.
This is riveting audio content right now while you try to figure out like what you missed and we lose Mara and I just sit here and talk to myself for a minute.
Dude, just create an alter ego.
Listen. I do already talk to myself pretty often, mostly because I just prefer intelligent conversation. But
I get it.
I don't know.
I get it, man.
But hurry up and finish it. Make it go faster.
Has gone by.
There, Mars back.
Oh, Mara's back now.
I get to talk with Mars.
I can stop talking to myself now. So anyway,
Yeah.
what was the last thing you heard me say to you, Mara?
I don't even remember because I was so busy focused on what she was doing. And then my screen went blank.
I've already told you how to solve the Luna problem. Like, immediately after she was born, I told you what to do.
You want to remind me what that was?
So just hold her upside down. It'll confuse her.
holding my
It'll
child
freak her out, and she'll stop whatever she's doing.
I'm not going to hold
I
my child.
promise you it works. I may or may not have done that with my own child before. Oh, man.
Extended finale, guys.
Yeah, I mean, whatever the fuck. It's the last one. Who gives a shit?
For a whole
Not I.
It'll probably be more than a year. They took their sweet-ass time with this one. With season 2. Season 2 took like 2 years, so who the fuck knows?
Stop.
It was more like a year and a half, but still it felt like 2 years.
But anywho, what was the last thing you said before I got exiled for
Mara, I don't
2
know.
minutes?
That's what I have you for. You're supposed to remember these things. I don't know what's coming out of my mouth half the time I'm talking. You should know this by now.
Touche.
Whatever. Dolores is talking. Oh, I remember. Dolores is talking to Bernard at the beginning, and right, that's what I said. But
All right, I finished it.
you finished it now.
Yeah.
All right, we'll talk about it when we get to it now, because you just missed the opportunity to have that pre-discussion with us because you're a fucking idiot.
Whatever, man.
So,
Are you laughing at me?
huh?
No, me.
Did you hear anything we said? What are you doing over there, Mara?
I was trying to get her settled that she is less touching everything on my computer, more watching Puffin Rock.
Watching what?
Puffin Rock?
What the fuck is a Puffin Rock?
Oh, because I'm
Puffin.
thinking like smoking crack. That's what I hear.
That's what that sounds like to me too. What the fuck?
Yeah. What is your daughter?
What are you exposing your child to,
what
Mara?
is Puffin Rock?
It's a cartoon. It's about these two puffins. They're birds.
So birds that smoke crack?
No. They're puffins, and they live on a big rock in the middle
fuck
of the
is a
ocean.
puffin?
It's a type of bird.
I don't believe
kind
you.
Of like a Google puffin.
No, I'm not Googling shit. You don't want to sit there watching a cartoon about birds smoking crack and you want me to Google it? No. I confused the random FBI agent enough with my Google searches. I'm not about to Google birds smoking crack.
Netflix cartoon.
Oh my goodness, Travis, it's an adorable bird.
It is, exactly.
Yeah.
And the show, they speak like in an Australian accent. It's amazing.
Do they
Travis,
throw a
click
boomerang?
that link. Click that link. You want to see a puffin bird, dude? I want one. That's all I'm saying.
See, I can't open it right now because it'll fuck up the stream window.
Oh,
but
yeah, don't do that.
actually, like, you need to I guess I gotta click on it now because it's actually fucking it up already. Hold on, because you put the little chat.
I'm gonna
thing
put a
in.
puffin in the Facebook group so everyone can see what a puffin is.
I mean, or they could just Google it too.
I mean,
Unless people aren't listening to it, then they can see it.
There we go. Anyway, what was I saying before we were rudely interrupted by the crack smoking bird?
I don't
I have
know.
no idea. Yeah.
You both are just useless. What the hell?
It's been a long day.
Yeah.
Yo, I hate you both so much.
Dude, I
And
was
now
in the
we lost
sun
Mara
on a
again.
boat all day.
And now we've lost Mara again, John. You see this? She's gone. What are we gonna do? What am I gonna do with you two?
You're gonna start paying us, so we do better.
The day I start getting paid is the day you start getting paid. All right? Probably not.
Likewise, though.
I'll start getting paid, and once everything that I pay for up front is paid for, then maybe you'll all start getting paid.
Okay.
But right now, you two are
Travis said he's gonna pay
costing
us
me
lots
money.
of money.
Cool.
What? What, Travis? No, what were you saying about Westworld?
Anyway, I don't remember what I was saying about Westworld, which is why I asked you two what I was saying about Westworld. Neither one of you remember either, because clearly you weren't even really listening.
Convenient.
Yeah. See, here's the thing. If you were listening, you'd remember, but you weren't really listening.
Oh, I'm listening.
Oh, you're not. No, you're not.
I'm listening now.
Yeah, now you are.
Dude, you're fucking high.
We've been doing this show. How long have we been online already?
Hours.
13 minutes and 50 seconds.
And we probably only spoke about Westworld for like two of those 13
Yeah,
minutes.
probably.
We saw
And
awesome pictures of puffin birds. So.
Oh man, you're both the worst.
Oh man, thank you.
But yeah, I can't get past this first part of Dolores talking to Bernard. Like, I've said this like 18 times already. But yeah, she's talking to him, testing him and all that kind of stuff. And we think it's from way back before. But things that happen later lead us to believe that it may have been after everything. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I thought there was a certain timeline, and then I was like, wait
a minute. Was this all after? Is this how he's processing shit? Like,
I just need to rewatch the whole season. Is what
I don't have
this
that kind of
episode
time,
made.
John. Like,
Well, not now. I'm just saying, like, eventually.
Yeah.
Before next season starts.
oh, then we have plenty of time.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it again.
or wait for there to be some kind of YouTube recap that explains everything.
Dude, yeah,
There should be something up. It's like tomorrow.
I don't trust those. I'll wait about a month for people to properly, process everything and analyze it.
Yeah, analyze it. Yeah, I get it. Break it down.
Yeah, you can't trust the ones that come out tomorrow because they don't know shit yet. They haven't thoroughly studied it yet. But so yeah, that happened with the whole Bernard and Dolores thing, which I still don't know for sure. But so Bernard's out there driving the dude buggy thing out in the middle of nowhere, and Dolores has left Teddy's dead body because he done killed himself last week because reasons. And as Dolores is out riding, she finds William.
Dying.
What?
I'm still sad about Teddy dying.
I'm over it.
I mean, I feel like Dolores took his brain piece anyways, so she can rebuild him.
She didn't have
I feel
to.
like she will.
She had 5 balls in her purse.
Well, that's the thing. She put him in the Matrix. You ain't see that?
Yeah, he was on the other side.
Yeah, she put him in the Matrix. She's not rebuilding him. She done put him in the Matrix already.
Because I feel like she thinks that would be like a better fit for him than, I guess.
I would think it's a better fit for most of the hosts.
I'm all about that.
Because it gives them the option to, basically choose how they want to live. Granted, it's inside another construct, but honestly, most people, people in our real world, live inside a basic construct anyway. So
it's like me playing The Sims, watching my Sims play The Sims.
That, but I'm saying is also that the way we are in real life, we're still constrained to the planet Earth. You know what I mean?
Dude, just drop acid every day, bro.
I'm sure there's robo-acid too,
Right.
they probably have some kind of
make up a
robo-acid.
code where they just start tripping.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure they can do it.
That'd be cool.
But anyway, she comes across William and she's all like, yeah, I could kill you right now, basically, but I'm not going to do it because fuck you. I need you. So I'm not sure what she needs him for because she really didn't do anything with him.
Right, they just rode.
Yeah, they just
shot off 2 shots and that was it.
Yeah, she rode with him to a certain place where she found Bernard, and then he tried to kill her and shot her a couple times and tried to shoot her in the head and his gun misfired and yeah.
Yeah, he blew his hand off, yeah.
He lost the German 3.
The German 3?
Yeah.
They don't say 3 like this. They say it like this.
Have you not seen Inglourious Bastards?
Right?
Listen.
Uncultured swine.
Oh, right? Really, Mara? You want to go there? Do you really want to go there? We can go there if you want to go there.
Let's continue with Westworld.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So anyway, and I have seen Inglourious Bastards. It's just been
a while,
at least a decade.
Really?
Yeah, I saw it once, maybe twice, and moved on. It's been so long. So yeah, she doesn't kill William because she says she needs a monster to get where she's going. I'm not sure why, because like I said, they didn't do anything.
They didn't show anything in between. I was like, imagine they did like a whole adventure of stuff. They just were like, we don't have the time to show everything.
It's gonna be like another web series on YouTube, just to do the adventures of Dolores and William.
Yep.
I'd watch it.
Yeah, I would too, actually.
So while they're out there, Bernard sees all the hosts marching across the desert and shit. And at the time, I'm like, where the fuck are they going? But come to find out, they're going to the door.
To the door. Yeah, that was pretty cool how that door appeared.
I'm confused.
You want to know why?
Why?
Because love is an open door.
Oh, yeah. Is that it?
Yeah.
Right. So.
I'm not going to sing that whole song. I also don't know.
I'm confused about one thing.
I'm probably confused about the same thing.
Same.
Way back when, Ford somehow or another told William that this whole door thing was a game for him to play. why didn't he play that game? Like, it turned out the door was for the host also, not for him. So,
unless he's a host.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Unless he's a host.
And the more I think about it and I talk that out, the more I'm starting to think he might actually be a host.
Like, he might have died some time ago. And then...
Yeah, he was in, like, that same prison thing it looked like that Delos was in.
Exactly.
This is true. The only reason why I'm thinking that is different, though, is because it looks so much more broken down.
Yeah, I mean, this looked like time after... Like, this looked like the park, but, like, way after everything that happened, like the incident.
Exactly, but his daughter looked like she was the same age.
I have no idea.
That's why I'm just like...
Or maybe they set it up, that location up, so that it's like that to fuck with him.
Perhaps.
I don't know.
There's just questions about William and questions and more questions.
That's why I'm stressed, man. That is what had me stressed.
You get stressed out by some of the weirdest shit.
Cause I can't, like, it's like I can't trust my own instincts with this show. It's like I feel one way and then they're convincing me something else, and then I feel like they proved my initial theory and then they're still convincing me of something else.
If you say so.
I don't know. I just know that I enjoyed the show, whether I know. There's just questions. They don't answer things, and I don't know. I don't know.
Here's the thing. You really just did not say anything right there, John. I hope you know that.
Said a bunch of words, like nothing really went together.
Yeah. You get high all day, all right? See what happens.
No, I won't.
I used to do that, and I feel like I still got a line of thought across.
So here's the thing: if that's the result right there, no, thank you. I won't do that.
Oh man, it's all good, dude.
It's not though. I need actual coherent thoughts from you,
I just
sir.
have a bad headache, so maybe that's it. I'll blame it on that.
Nah,
there we go.
It's too late. You already told me what the problem really was.
Well, I tried to smoke to make my headache go away, but it didn't work.
So you just kept doing it more and more?
Yeah.
It doesn't work. I don't think it works like that, John. It's like
drinking water too.
It's like taking Advil. It's like the more Advil you pop does not mean the headache is going to go away. Unless you die. And then it's gone for permanent.
Yeah, boom. So I win.
So the people were looking for Abernathy because we're still talking about Westworld here. And this is like, present day. They find dead Dolores down in the lab. And they're like, oh, she flooded everything. And then we flash back to Dolores and William. And, she doesn't let him, she doesn't die. He blows his own hand off. Her and Bernard go down into the little underground lab. And they jack into the Matrix,
Into the Matrix.
Yeah. And they see old man Delos in there just like losing his fucking mind because, why not?
You just lined everybody up and...
Yeah, man, just shooting folks like, hey, don't run. And then tell somebody to run so he can shoot them. And it's like, dude, you're fucking nuts.
You try being rebooted like 3,000 times and see if you're still sane.
I mean, here's like millions
Here's
times,
the thing.
wasn't it?
They figured out in this whole thing that wasn't the actual problem.
The rebooting, right?
No. It was because they were trying to layer too much on. The problem was not that they were too simple. The problem was that they were too complicated. They tried to complicate things too much. And instead of just looking like, okay, we need to give them these basic drivers right here and let them go about it. And that's how they'll be more human, because humans still work off of what they're basically driven by. And that's all you really need in order to simulate what a human life really does, is the proper motivation with the circumstances, and that's just what it is. Let's see. So they created 18 million copies of Delos in the little Matrix thing, but only until he found the one that acted exactly the way he did in the Matrix. And
into the Matrix.
But yeah, and that's when they discovered, like, you know, everything still, no matter how many different simulations they did, it all led back to that whole meeting with him and his son, no matter what they did. And it's like, people are actually more simple than we think they are, not more complicated.
Yeah.
Still, basically, they are what they are. Let's see. So Maeve gets loose.
Because we all knew that was going to happen.
Yeah. She communicated with her peeps, and you know,
she was like, "Fix me, minions, fix me."
But not before they chopped up old dude with his buzzsaw.
That was pretty cool.
He had that coming because
definitely.
He was just being a jackass, turning down her pain tolerance, or whatever was keeping her from feeling pain, just so that he could cut her shit up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, that was a dick move for sure.
So there's that. They get loose, and then it was followed by, you know, probably some of the most gangster shit I've ever seen in my life. When they just unleashed some fucking bulls to just, hey, you know.
Oh yeah,
they
weren't even like.
Bull wasn't even right. He wasn't even finished. Like.
Yeah. Half a bull came out and just charged on all them motherfuckers, all the way off the little balcony thing and shit, because the bull didn't give a fuck. And yeah,
that was pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, man.
Oh, and then what's his name? I forgot. The story creator guy.
Yeah, the narrative dude. I don't know his name.
Narrative dude. Yeah, he had a little moment. Yeah, he's like, I wrote this narrative.
Let's talk about that for a second, because I have a question.
Yeah.
After he did his whole speech and everything and all that, what was the purpose of him sacrificing himself at the end like that?
I didn't know. I thought he was just going to be like, hey, what up?
That's the thing. He did the whole thing and held them off for as long as he was going to hold them off, you know? And at the end, when he came out with the gun, knowing he was going to get shot and killed for doing that, he could have just threw the gun out and put his hands up, because they didn't want to kill him, you know?
Like,
right.
Yeah, I'm human.
Said, we're not here for you. Maybe he just wanted to die.
Yeah, maybe, because...
Maybe he feels bad about, like, you know, after spending so much time with Maeve and all of them, and realizing, like, how their psyche now is working with how they've been created and how they were treated and stuff like that. I feel like he probably, on a level, feels bad. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I don't see how that adds up to him letting them kill him.
He's a part of it.
Yeah, but I still don't see how that adds up to him letting them kill him.
Maybe he just fucked with something. Maybe there was some other deeper issues with him, and then that was just like the whatever broke the camel's back.
Straw.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. That was one of those things that this isn't making sense to me. I'm not sure why he's doing this.
I didn't understand why he had to die, but
the whole distracting thing and all that was all well and good. That's fine. I get that. It's the part at the very end where he just jumps out shooting, knowing that this is going to get him killed. Because there's no way he didn't know that. And he does that where he could have accomplished the same thing without doing that last part.
I feel like they just wanted to kind of like do a Game of Thrones episode where they killed a bunch of characters.
Yeah.
Well, everyone's dead.
No, they're not.
I know.
She's also got, like, I'm sure she has Maeve's ball from her head.
Well, Maeve put herself in there, remember?
And where?
Into the Matrix. At that part of the end when she was holding everybody back, and then it gave a flash of her, like, in there. Like, she transferred herself in there.
I didn't see that.
That I didn't see.
Yeah, when she was holding everybody back at the end, remember? Before she got shot up and shit. As she was getting shot, they gave us a flash of her in there.
Oh, yeah.
So I read that as she put herself in there that way, that she didn't actually have to go in there physically.
I'm going to have to rewatch it.
Yeah, because that's what
I remember seeing the little girl running with her and stuff like that. I just figured it was a flashback or something.
Well, yeah. No, it was that grassy land from the little Matrix thing, whatever they were all putting themselves into. So it seemed to me like she put herself in there before she died.
And that would make sense. I mean, Maeve has the power to do a lot, so I wouldn't see why she couldn't anyway.
Exactly. Now, the rest of them, though, because Hector and Snake Chick and all them, they all gone. But
yeah, they're dead. I realized, though, when they were running into the Matrix thing, their physical bodies were going over a cliff. It took me a minute to realize that.
You didn't see it after the first one ran through and ran off the cliff?
The first guy went, and then I was just like, did he miss? And then, because everyone else was going through, and then I saw, and I think like the last Lakota guy, when he got shot, went through, but then like you also saw him go
fall on all the other bodies.
So what you're saying is it took you a while to realize what was actually happening.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So the dude from Behavior, the security dude at the end, is he a host?
I'm starting to think he is too.
Because he was
that whole rant he went on.
Yeah, exactly. And he was like,
Dolores,
Ford
Charlotte.
hired me. Yeah, Ford hired me,
Yeah, I was thinking he was a host too, and he was all part of it.
And he knew that Hale wasn't Hale,
Right. How would he know that?
Exactly. Like, or maybe, nah. Because Bernard's probably one of them little pearls too.
I think he is.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah. I think that's how she got him out of there.
I feel like Tweedledee and Tweedledum are going to try and save Maeve or bring back Maeve.
Nah.
When they asked them to salvage anyone, and
they
kept looking at her. I've been calling them Tweedledee and Tweedledum. I don't remember their names.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's irrelevant.
But I knew exactly who you were talking about.
Exactly. I knew who you were talking about too. I don't think that's what's going to happen. I think they're just probably going to get more prominent positions in the park, because everybody else is dead. So, I think that's what's going to end up happening with them. I don't think they're going to try to bring back Maeve though, because like I said, I think she actually transferred herself into the little otherworld Matrix shit.
I feel like Maeve touched a lot of people.
Well, yeah, she was a madam in a whorehouse. She touched a lot of people.
Heyo. That's a dick joke.
That was entirely too easy, and that was your own fault. But yeah, so yeah, she got out of there. Well, we talked about this for a second because actual Hale is dead. There was a Dolores Hale, and then there's a other host Hale that ended up existing after Dolores put herself back into a body she made for herself. And now there's another Hale there that's just kind of, I don't know, they're just seeing kind of quiet, just like her lady servant, She just kind of stood there and waited for Dolores to say, okay, we're done, and walked away with her.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Well, I figured that when they showed Hale at the house and you saw her looking at the vat, I was like, oh, Dolores gonna make her body again. Like, Dolores is like, I'm not meant to be in this body.
Oh, yeah, that's what the whole thing was when she was talking to Bernard before they showed that. It was like, she clearly got her body back. So it's just, how did that happen? So Ford left them everything they needed for them to make more.
No, what I'm saying is, even before Bernard, I guess, woke up or whatever, when you see Charlotte going into the house, she's walking around and you see the vat. Wow, Dolores is still as Charlotte.
Say that again?
So before we go back to, Dolores back in her body, talking to Bernard, when she was still Charlotte, we saw Charlotte going into the house and looking around for the first time. And she sees the vat, and that's when I was like, oh, she's going to get her body back. This is before we even saw that she had actually gotten her body back.
I thought we saw the interview before we saw that.
What?
So I thought we saw her talking to Bernard before we saw that.
No.
I'll have to go back.
Dolores,
and watch.
I think, was talking, narrating, and then you see Charlotte, doing her walk around, and then, boom, she's talking to Bernard.
So Dolores was already talking to Bernard as she's walking through, though.
It might have been, because I think it just cut to that, and that's when you realize.
Yeah, they were doing some back and forth cutting during that part. Yeah, that's where you threw me off. Okay, I see what you're saying now.
Now, where did Bernard at the end? What door did he open?
The front door.
The front door to the house.
Yeah,
what
is now, where did he go?
Yeah, what did he see? I want to know, what's going on.
I'm assuming they're in the real world.
Yeah, but I said they're just in the real world. It's not like a special thing. He just walked out the front door.
Expressions on his face, like he saw some shit. I don't know.
Probably stuff that he probably couldn't remember. Remember, has Bernard been out in the outside world?
No, kinda, but you got to remember, he's also been implanted with a lot of Arnold's shit, so he may be seeing some shit, from Arnold's memories and all that. So
right,
it's entirely possible. But yeah, that was Westworld season 2.
Well, what about the end credits?
We talked about that already.
Okay.
Is there something that you wanted to say about it?
Now that you've seen it?
I think you guys covered it. Now that I'm rethinking about it. Because, I didn't know you were talking about it first, and then I watched it, and then I'm like, okay. I don't know. I get it.
Yeah.
Because I did mention that he's inside the same place Delos was in, so...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think he's definitely fucking hosting.
Elsie's dead.
Yeah, Hale killed Elsie.
I was very happy she couldn't fucking act. She annoyed me.
I've seen her in something else. I just can't put my finger on it right now.
So rude, John.
Huh?
So that's so rude.
Whatever.
Anything else?
No.
All right, well, overall thoughts for the season. What do you all think?
It was crazier than I expected.
Yeah, because, to be honest, I don't remember much of last season because it was so long ago. But I don't remember being on the edge of my seat as much as I was this season.
Interesting.
I watched it right before I watched season 2. And
so did I.
Yeah, I thought season 2, they just went places I didn't expect them to go. It was just, I still have questions. Yeah. And they have a whole matrix, inside of a matrix. They got some weird shit going on.
Yeah, I didn't think after season 1 they'd be able to actually surprise me or actually keep me, guessing.
Raising hope.
But they actually did. So I'm like, oh, cool. I still actually prefer season 1 over season 2, but it was still very good.
That's where I know her from.
I
figured out where I know her from.
Where you know who from?
The girl who plays Elsie.
Shannon Woodward is her real name.
Yeah.
Where do you know her from?
This show that used to come on, I think, Fox, called Raising Hope. It was a good show when it started, but then it went on for too long.
It happens.
That tends to happen a lot with television. But yeah, those are my thoughts. I prefer season 1 over season 2, but I still think season 2 is very good.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
So, yeah, I think this will be it. we'll catch you all for more Wild Wild Westworld when Westworld actually comes back. But until then, you know, keep the conversation going, you know. Join the Facebook group. Mara, what's the Facebook group?
It is www.facebook.com/groups/Wild Wild Westworld.
And also, don't forget to like us on Facebook, facebook.com/Creation Magazine. Also, follow us on both Twitter and Instagram at Creation Magazine. In case you don't know how to spell creation, that is CREATIA. What else is there? Also, you know, if you're a fan of wrestling. Oh, Luna's a fan of wrestling. So, if you're a fan of professional wrestling, check us out every week. Smacking It Raw, another podcast we do here, and Creation Conversation will be returning in a couple weeks. Also, follow me on both Twitter and Instagram at Sir_Cussalott. That is at SIR_CUSSALOTT. Mara, where can they find you?
On Instagram and Twitter at Mara the Shark, MARADASHARK. It's not your dad. Pointing at Cardi B and what's his face from Migos saying daddy.
They're all the same person. All right. It's just they are, and you know it. Anyway, that's why you're just covering your face, because you know it's all the same motherfucker. Anyway, John, where can they find you?
Oh, they can find me at Jonny Jums, JONNYJUMS, for all that social media stuff.
All right. We'll catch you all next time. Until then, we out.
Bye, guys.
Peace.